You would want me in there?
Yes, but I'm on the back. I'm on the back.
You'll have to.
Can you step out? I'm just waiting for one of my artists to get
In an unexpected turn of events, Terence Crawford almost clashed with Canelo Alvarez during a recent press conference. The event has gone viral, capturing the explosive moment that nearly escalated into a brawl. At this point in his career, Crawford has achieved so much that he can afford to be straightforward. In a recent conversation, he discussed his upcoming bout with Israel Mame, his relationship with Shakur Stevenson, and the possibility of a rematch with Errol Spence Jr., speaking with refreshing candor. Crawford's future opponents were a key topic of discussion, particularly after his bout with Mad Mob on August 3rd. Should he manage to defeat Mad Mob, a notion that many might prematurely embrace, there are calls for him to face IBF champion Jaron Boots Ennis. Earlier this month, Ennis delivered a sensational TKO victory against David Avanesian. Both he and his promoter Eddie Hearn have been actively challenging Crawford for the past 6 months. Known for his willingness to face all challengers, Crawford, at age 36, has expressed a clear preference for a showdown with fellow future Hall of Famer Canelo Alvarez over a match with the rising star Ennis. Crawford stated that a bout between him and Canelo would happen at 168 Olbs. Where I'm at right now, I'm looking at the fight that makes the most sense, and that's not Boots, Crawford said. Canelo is going to add a lot more to my reputation and my bank account. At the end of the day, when boxing is done, what will we have? I want to have a legacy that people talk about for ages, and not only that, I want a bank account that will last for ages. It's difficult not to respect and understand such a response. Crawford has accomplished everything in boxing to be unquestionably inducted into the Hall of Fame. He remains capable of competing at a world-class level and taking on champions, but he wisely ensures his risks are well calculated. Should Crawford perform impressively against Mame, he would likely be favored to beat Ennis. Yet, it's the type of match where a legendary champion might suddenly age in the ring. This decline frequently occurs when a veteran like Crawford faces a rising, undefeated talent like Ennis. Although Crawford would earn a substantial sum by defeating Ennis, it would be minor compared to the earnings he'd receive from a bout with Canelo. One could argue that Crawford and Canelo stand as the two most prominent fighters since the Floyd Mayweather era. Crawford boasts an impressive 40-0 record, with 31 of those wins coming by knockout, and has clinched titles in 3 different weight divisions. This remarkable achievement solidifies his reputation as one of the sport's all-time greats. Meanwhile, apart from setbacks against Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol, Canelo remains unbeaten by any other competitor. Despite their advancing years, Crawford and Canelo remain top-tier boxers, making a potential bout between them one of the most anticipated in traditional boxing. I emphasize tradition because the commercial effect of a Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor fight could be unpredictable. Crawford will now face Mame in a test, and after this battle, we'll see if any of the options have materialized. This potential bout with Canelo could significantly boost Crawford's legacy and financial standing. His strategic decision to pursue a fight with Canelo over Ennis reflects his understanding of the sport's business side and his desire to secure his legacy and financial future. As fans eagerly await his next move, Crawford's candidness and calculated approach continue to make him a compelling figure in boxing.
For the top guy in the division, right off the bat, I want to leave a legacy that's never been left before. You know, inside and outside the ring, business minded, just helping the young fighters coming up, you know, giving them the courage and the outlet that the fighters before me never gave to us, you know, and at the same time, be at the top on my game as well. I always tell everybody I never go in the ring looking for the knockout, but
Colombia's General Entertainment Authority has expressed a strong desire to see a bout between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford in the near future. However, they have cautioned the Mexican boxer not to push too hard on the financial terms for this highly anticipated match. The prospect of this fight is gaining momentum, with Turki Al-Sheikh showing significant interest in bringing it to fruition. As Saudi Arabia continues to assert its growing influence in the contemporary boxing scene, there are some important considerations to take into account. According to ESPN, Turki Al-Sheikh stated, "I will give Canelo the price I think is fair. If he accepts, he will deal directly with me to finalize the deal. I don't want anyone in the middle. I guaranteed Crawford a big fight. I want Canelo for Crawford, and Crawford wants Canelo. But if Canelo goes crazy with his financial demands, I'll still guarantee Crawford any fight he wants." The eagerly anticipated clash between these top-tier boxers will likely be postponed until 2025, as both fighters have prior commitments in 2024. For Canelo, this means only 10 weeks to recuperate and prepare for a training camp to take on Crawford, a daunting challenge even for a fighter of his esteemed reputation and storied legacy. Al-Sheikh has expressed his hope to host this North American super fight in 2025, highlighting that there are plans for both men in the interim. Canelo Alvarez recently revealed his next move. He will defend his super middleweight title against Edgar Berlanga on September 14th in Las Vegas. Despite losing his IBF title and no longer being the undisputed champion, Canelo remains the WBA, WBC, and WBO king. If both he and Crawford win their respective matches, an offer will be made to bridge the 14-pound gap between their weight classes and arrange a fight between them. From December 2020 to November 2021, Canelo dominated the 168-pound division, defeating all three undefeated world champions within just 11 months to claim the WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO titles. At the time, he was the undisputed super middleweight champion and the boxing industry's pound-for-pound ruler. However, Canelo's ambitions led him to challenge one of the top contenders at light heavyweight, Dimitri Bivol, a fight he ultimately lost. Since then, the Mexican has sensibly moved back down to super middleweight and is currently defending his titles. Canelo finds himself in a predicament that has led to him being stripped of his IBF world title, which he was mandated to defend against William Skull, a lesser-known IBF mandatory challenger. However, Canelo has chosen to fight Berlanga instead. About that, while not highly marketable, is his preferred option. As a result, he no longer holds the undisputed status and has lost his IBF championship. Meanwhile, Turki Al-Sheikh has promised to produce a significant event for Crawford and plans to continue working with him in the future. This potential bout with Canelo could significantly enhance Crawford's legacy and financial standing, aligning with his strategic approach to the sports business side. As fans eagerly await further developments, the anticipation for a Canelo vs. Crawford fight continues to build, promising to be one of the most significant events in boxing history. The next steps for both fighters will be crucial in setting the stage for this epic showdown.
I always say if the fight make sense, why not? But he's not in the plan. Like I say, if it makes sense, maybe. I don't know right now. I just wanna enjoy this fight, and please let me enjoy this fight, and then you're gonna know what is next.
The boxing world is abuzz with the possibility of a monumental showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. This potential fight, supported by Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority and driven by the enthusiasm of His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, promises to be one of the most significant bouts in recent memory. With both fighters at the pinnacle of their careers, the stakes have never been higher. Terence Crawford, eager to face Canelo Alvarez, aims to secure the undisputed title across 3 weight divisions, pocket a substantial purse, and potentially retire from the sport on a high note. But can Crawford, who has spent most of his career in the welterweight class, outperform a seasoned fighter like Canelo at 168 lbs? This question has sparked intense debate among boxing enthusiasts and experts alike. Canelo Alvarez has dominated the super middleweight division since November 2021, a stark contrast to Crawford's career in the welterweight class. Moving up to fight Canelo presents a formidable challenge due to the significant difference in size and weight. This point was echoed by